Now, Hualien Tzu Chi volunteers encourage local public servants to join the upcoming Buddha Day ceremony. Tzu Chi's care recipient Grandpa Ren and his wife donate their filled bamboo coin bank to reciprocate Tzu Chi's kindness. Welcome to DaAi Headlines. I'm Helen Liao. Thank you for joining us. In Taiwan, to share the blessings and joy of Tzu Chi's 48th birthday, Tzu Chi volunteers in Hualien sent longevity buns to local public servants and also invited them to participate in the upcoming Buddha Day celebration.
To mark Tzu Chi's 48th birthday, Tzu Chi volunteers in Hualien shared longevity buns with local police officers and firefighters.
We're really grateful to have this chance to enjoy these longevity buns made by the Dharma masters of the Jinsi abode. We can sense the blessings embedded in each of them.
Volunteers also seized the opportunity to invite public servants to join Tzu Chi's upcoming Buddha Day festival.
We want to share these longevity buns with police officers. Public servants of the local fire and police stations work really hard in safeguarding members of the public. So we want to extend our blessings and invite them to participate in the upcoming Buddha Day festival.
Showing pictures of Buddha Day events in past years, volunteer Zhang Wenshi hopes to get more people to embrace the Dharma.
The heads of the stations have been very supportive of our events. They say they will send some personnel to take part.
To bring peace and harmony to society, Tzu Chi volunteers are sparing no efforts to recruit like-minded people to join their ranks and do good deeds.
To mark Tzu Chi's 40th anniversary, Tzu Chi volunteers in the Philippines, Myanmar, Thailand, and Taiwan held pilgrimages to show their gratitude and reverence to Tzu Chi and Master Cheng Yen. Here's more.
As the sun rises, the Buddhist chanting commences the pilgrimage at the Jinsi Hall. Led by volunteers of the Philippines chapter, the procession reverently prostrates with every 3 steps. In this moment, hearts are as one, as Tzu Chi volunteers in the Philippines, Myanmar and Thailand extend their warmest blessings and gratitude as Tzu Chi turns 48.
My wish is not only my wish, but also the wish of others. We hope that Master Cheng Yen can have a long life so she can give us more teachings and help more people.
Many Tzu Chi care recipients also took part for the very first time.
I attended because I have never taken part in a pilgrimage before. It's also to express my thanks to Tzu Chi and the Master for helping me through my difficulties.
By means of video conferencing, Myanmar Tzu Chi volunteers and 106 scholarship recipients and their families chanted the Medicine Buddha Sutra simultaneously with the Jinsi abode in Hualien.
Tzu Chi was established 48 years ago, and it began with the master and housewives saving 50 cents in their bamboo coin bank each day. Now Tzu Chi spans the globe. I have also been saving my spare change. I hope to save up more money to help others.
Thailand, plagued by political unrest, hearts in society need a stabilizing force.
I'm thankful to the Tzu Chi brothers and sisters that have created this path for us, making it possible for us to follow in their footsteps.
Volunteers prepared longevity buns to celebrate the occasion, while hoping to continue on this path of compassion. For the first time ever, Taoyuan Tzu Chi volunteers have deployed the use of aerial photography to capture the grandeur of the pilgrimage. As the some 200 people embark on the pilgrimage, each holds a heart of gratitude for Tzu Chi's 48 years of effort. These moving scenes are all being captured from the sky.
Before, we could only capture images at a plane angle. This year, we're using aerial photography. A lens has been mounted to this drone to help us capture images from the sky.
Meanwhile, in offshore Penghu, Tzu Chi volunteers organized their first ever pilgrimage in 20 years. The chanting of the Buddha's name resonates through the streets and alleys. Among the procession led by volunteers were also some young faces.
The sky was still dark, but that is when the heart is most tranquil and still. As we followed behind the volunteers, I felt that each step I took purified my mind and reminded me to be diligent.
Conquering all obstacles, in this moment, participants' hearts are connected to the Buddha's heart.
In response to Tzu Chi's 40th birthday, Northern District volunteers started a 10,000-person Dharma movement. Throughout Taipei and New Taipei City's 34 spiritual training grounds, nearly 10,000 volunteers and members of the public have come together to watch Master Cheng Yin's wisdom at dawn broadcast.
As usual, at 5 in the morning, people gather at the Banqiao Jinsi Hall for Master Cheng Yin's wisdom at dawn broadcast. Only this time, the crowd is 3 to 4 times larger.
By coming here first thing in the morning, it's like I am being recharged. My mind has a chance to settle down and not be troubled by doubts. And once I am recharged, I have the energy to live the day positively.
To celebrate the Tzu Chi Foundation's 48th birthday, Northern District volunteers are asking for 10,000 people to join the morning study session as a way to repent and gain enlightenment.
You have to carry on Tzu Chi's missions while taking in the Master's teaching, so you may enrich your heart with the Dharma waters. This way, you will remain committed to the Tzu Chi path and be free from obstacles.
At the Junyin recycling station in Sulin, many have come together to take in the Master's teaching. Senior volunteers say, however, this knowledge must be put into practice.
If you believe in Master Cheng Yin, you must take in her teaching and walk the Bodhisattva path.
Besides the participation of various spiritual training grounds throughout New Taipei City, in Taipei, volunteers are also asking members of the public to take part. Guo Xiu'e of Sipai used to suffer depression, but after 4 months of the Master's lecture, she has improved.
By immersing yourself in the Dharma, you begin to attain enlightenment. You will feel positive about your life.
Every day at the morning gathering, you attain a deeper understanding of the sutras you have studied. Attending Master Cheng Yin's lectures greatly helps people like me who are still a beginner to gain a better understanding of the Lotus Sutra.
The movement has brought changes to many. Yang Tangmin of Tianmu says the 2-hour gathering has done much to help clear his mind.
In joining the morning study session, I get to meet Master Cheng Yin and the Buddha every day. Then as I go about my day, coping with the disturbance of the outside world, my mind will remain at ease. I will not be easily swayed or get worked up.
By sincerely bathing in the Dharma waters, participants have found a new source of happiness in life.
Also celebrating the 40th anniversary of Tzu Chi, various exhibitions are being held at the Kaohsiung Jinsi Hall in Taiwan to remind members of the public of the importance of cherishing resources and protecting the planet. Let's take a look. What will happen when the Earth's temperature goes up by 2 degrees Celsius? If the global concentration of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere reaches 400 ppm, the Greenland glacier would disappear. Polar bears will face extinction, and grizzly bears in the United States may lose their main food source. When the global concentration of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere reaches 800 ppm, 95% of living beings will die. Through this interactive board set up at the Jinsi Hall in Kaohsiung City, members of the public can better understand the effects of global warming. Today, this group of kindergarteners is learning how to carry items without using plastic bags. In the old days, before plastic bags were invented, people would carry their water bottles by wrapping them with ropes and carrying their food by using a big leaf.
The wisdom of our ancestors reminds us to respect and love Mother Nature. We need to cherish resources and give reusable items a second lease on life.
Thanks to the exhibition, members of the public have realized that safeguarding our planet can and should start with ourselves. in Taiwan's east coast to safeguard the health of those living in remote areas, in 1986, the Hualien Tzu Chi Hospital was established. Thanks to medical personnel's years of dedication, the hospital was later recognized as the first medical center in eastern Taiwan. However, the success of the hospital did not come easily. In our next report, we'll learn more about the history of the Hualien Tzu Chi Hospital. On April 24, 1984, the second groundbreaking ceremony at the Hualien Tzu Chi Hospital was held on Zhongyang Road in Hualien County. The ceremony was attended by Venerable Master Ying Shun, representatives of various Buddhist traditions, former Minister of the Interior Lin Yanggang, and Tzu Chi volunteers.
I still remember that Master Zheng Yan was very worried. She told me that she didn't know what to say to those that supported her in Taiwan or abroad. Many people doubted her and thought that she was lying to them. It was not easy to find a suitable spot for the hospital.
Standing behind the Minister of Interior Lin Yanggang was Master Zheng Yan, who, despite the many obstacles, insisted on building a hospital in Hualien County. In 1986, the Hualien Tzu Chi Hospital was established and later followed by 5 other hospitals. In 2012, Tzu Chi's medical network expanded to China with the launch of the Tzu Chi Suzhou Health Promotion Center.
The Tzu Chi hospitals come embedded with the NGO's charity missions. We want to help the less fortunate by safeguarding their health. We not only need to cure their bodies, but also their minds.
Other than the Tzu Chi Suzhou Health Promotion Center in China, the Tzu Chi Foundation has also erected free clinic centers in the United States, the Philippines, Malaysia, and Indonesia. And to alleviate sickness across the globe, TIMA members continue to bring their services to the poor and needy. Also in Taiwan's Hualien, Tzu Chi volunteers helped 86-year-old Grandpa Ren in Xinchen Township refurbish his house, and to express their thanks, the senior and his wife donated their failed bamboo coin bank and vowed to adopt another one to continue their good deeds.
Raising his hand to show his thanks is Grandpa Ren. Thanks to Tzu Chi's help, Grandpa Ren and his wife can now live safe and sound.
Before, there were stairs here, and I couldn't move the wheelchair over on my own, so I would cry. There was nothing I could do.
Volunteers turned the stairs into an accessible ramp, doors were changed to sliding doors, and the bathroom was installed with safety handles.
He can hold this handle when using the toilet, and that's the handle when bathing.
In addition, volunteers also offer the senior an electric bed and oxygen machine. Grandpa Ren has been bedridden for many years, and his favorite pastime is watching DaAi TV programs. His only concern is whether his bamboo coin bank has been filled yet. 3 months after the couple adopted Tzuji's piggy bank, the container is already filled with coins of love. The bamboo bank will be sent back to Hualien's Jinse board in celebration of Tzuji's 48th anniversary, as Grandpa Ren makes another vow.
Taiwan's Environmental Protection Agency tries its best to fight illegal dumping of toxic industrial waste. Although GPS tracking systems are installed on semis carrying industrial waste, which agents may conduct surveillance right in front of an office computer. However, there are still loopholes. Here's our report.
When slag from a steel refining furnace is ejected, its temperature is 300 degrees Celsius. Cooling under a sprinkler system, large amounts of steam is generated. Donning protective suits and masks, Taiwan's EPA agents make an inspection.
We are checking for heavy metal to make sure they stay within the legal limit.
If a reading exceeds the set limit, the slag will be classified as industrial waste and must be disposed of properly according to the Waste Disposal Act. The same follows for incinerator bottom ash as well.
We are now at a body incineration plant. Every day, 2,400 tons of garbage gathered from New Taipei City is burned here. About 14% will not burn completely, thus 350 tons of bottom ash are produced daily.
One after another, semi-trailers pull in to haul off the ash to off-site waste processing plants. Before exiting, all semis are weighed, and all must turn on their GPS, as mandated by the EPA.
The GPS tracking system is installed both at the front and at the back. One unit has to be installed on the trailer in case they try to swap the truck and dump the waste somewhere else.
While one group of EPA agents makes inspections on site, another group conducts surveillance back in office.
His current position and heading all showed up through GPS tracking. As well, by utilizing Google Maps Street View, we can pinpoint his exact location. If he makes any deviation, we will immediately know where he is going and be on alert.
In 2012, the tracking system helped EPA uncover illegal sludge dumping by a brick factory in Taoyuan's Longtan when trucks deviated from their route.
Which processing or recycling company has been hired to handle the waste, and how or what they are going to do with it are all being closely monitored by us.
However, the tracking system is not perfect. Once the waste ends up in the hands of recycling companies, the tracking stops.
Once a recycling company turns the waste into product, the monitoring ends and everything just goes haywire. The government keeps track at the front end, but does nothing at the back end.
The waste processing company had planned on dumping 60,000 tons of sludge on an empty lot in Hsinchu's Beipu. Though they evaded EPA's tracking, they could not dodge the public's eye.
According to Waste Disposal Act Article 46, violators can be sentenced to prison for 1 to 5 years. We will also confiscate all illegal earnings.
To stop illegal dumping, EPA also issues large fines to violators.
The scale of pollution has far exceeded Taiwan's limit, yet we continue to develop high-polluting industries.
Steel and petrochemical industries are known as mother of all industries. However, they also cause serious pollution. Having discovered a loophole in the current system, violators take their chances to make a profit at our expense. Thus, to solve the problem at its root, current regulation must be reevaluated and revised.
To mark World Book Day, we go to Zhanghua Xianxi Junior High School to see how young students are playing a role in promoting reading on campus as they introduce new books to their classmates.
At Xianxi Junior High School, reading is more than a class activity.
对于那个年代的人们来讲，这是一个谁都不敢去妄想、去敢想的事情。
One reading volunteer is introducing a book to her classmates during the break. Her skillful storytelling captures the attention of the students and kindles their interest in the book.
I want to introduce more quality books to my classmates. They shouldn't just bury their heads in textbooks only, because there are many books out there for them to discover that are simply fascinating.
During breaks, reading volunteers introduce the book of the day at the book station. At the end of the corridor, another volunteer is there sharing articles of Mandarin daily news with students.
From one's behavior, we can tell how someone was educated at home. If you behave badly, people may point the finger at your parents.
Volunteers also make short films to introduce the books they are interested in. In a 3-minute video, students played out the plot of the book in fun and creative ways.
我用我女儿未来5年的运气换取更多金钱。
If I like the book and their video is well done, I may consider reading it later.
Through such campaigns, students start to appreciate the joy of reading, and the skills they learn from reading translate over to their studies at school.
Through the school's reading campaign, students are learning to love reading, a gift that will stay with them for a lifetime.
In Malaysia, Tzi Kuala Lumpur and Selangor volunteers visited the Sungai Rengam Tamil School in Shah Alam and distributed close to 1,000 sets of reusable eating utensils to teachers and students to emphasize the importance of maintaining personal hygiene and inspire environmental awareness.
Eating with hands is in Indian culture. However, they generally do not pass anything to anyone or eat with their left hand, as the left hand is considered unclean. Thus, only the right hand is used for eating.
It's no problem, we don't look for anything. When we want to eat, we just wash our hand thoroughly and we can eat.
Tzi volunteers arrive at the Sungai Rengam Tamil School in Shah Alam with close to 1,000 sets of reusable eating utensils, which include spoons and forks for the entire school.
Penyampaian calorie ceremony, right. We would like to welcome all our Buddhist Tzi volunteers.
The idea behind this gift stemmed from the 2011 Happy Campus program, that while focus is placed on academic performance, students and teachers should also be environmentally conscious and maintain personal hygiene.
Because my hands will be very dirty and there's cream is in everyone's hand. So I will use the spoon to eat.
Not like plastic spoons that we use and that we throw away. I'm happy that I can do a part to save nature.
As it just happens, there is a water shortage in Selangor and Kuala Lumpur. Hence, these utensils couldn't have come at a better time.
And actually, it's on right time. When we have shortage of water, using hand is actually the germs and so on, you see. So when they have this type of cutlery, I think it is worth.
Maintaining personal hygiene while safeguarding our planet, together, students, teachers and volunteers are determined to create a happy and healthy campus.
We stay in Malaysia at the end of the show. Teachers and students at the Tzi Melaka Kindergarten held a sushi charity sale to raise funds for the Tzi Melaka Primary and Middle School. We will leave you with these images. Thank you for watching DaAi Headlines. Goodbye.